Tomodachi Life has to be one of the quirkiest games I have ever played. And by quirky, I mean creepy as fuck. The game was released by Nintendo, who has a reputation of building fond childhood memories only to ruin them years later. Tomodachi Life is a simulation game similar to that of Animal Crossing or The Sims. You don't directly play as Miis, but rather act as a caretaker of the island they inhabit. You're encouraged to create Miis of friends, personalities, and celebrities. Your Miis will find jobs and even fall in love. Oh, that's so sweet, it makes me want to shit. The more Miis you have, the more of the island you unlock, giving your inhabitants more activities. They live within an apartment building, and your job as caretaker is to prioritize in order to make your Miis happy. You're probably wondering what is so creepy about this seemingly family-friendly game. You must be new here. Pretty much anything nowadays released by Nintendo tends to have some over-the-top, outrageous, unpredictable creepiness. This game will make you ask the age-old question of what the fuck. The first thing that caught my attention was the eerie, monotone voices that the Miis were given.
I'm Mullet Mike. My nickname is Mullet Mike.
I mean, come on, does this sound welcoming to you?
My birthday is January 28th. My favorite color is blue.
I swear I hear these voices in my sleep. That being said, there are a lot of random moments throughout the game, but arguably the most bizarre has to be the dream sequences.
Today on my Tomodachi Life, our show's about weird dreams.
That's what I said, Billy. Tomodachi Life uses an internal clock much like the Animal Crossing series. If you play the game late at night, it will be the same time in-game. Your Miis will all go to sleep eventually. When they do, you will see a notification that indicates whether or not they are dreaming. If they are, you can hit the touchpad and see what's going on inside their heads. This is where it gets weirder. You know what, for the most part, the dreams are harmless and even comical in nature, but every once in a while, you might stumble into a nightmare. For example, one of my Mii's dreams involved her sitting at a dinner table. The Mii keeps looking out the window as if she notices something. While playing, I could tell there was something outside the window. I could even see it moving. I was almost afraid to see exactly what it was. I then saw the most horrifying thing I'd ever seen in a Nintendo game. It was my face! The game used the 3DS's front-facing cameras to project my image behind the window. This is a perfect example of how unpredictable this game really can be. In all honesty, I've experienced more fear speculating what was on the other side of that window than I have in most recent horror games. And that's coming from me, too. I can only imagine some young kid playing this game at night. But this is just one example of the game's bizarre nature. One nightmare featured what looked like somebody lost in the woods. At first, I thought it was my Mii, but I then noticed that my Mii was actually a toy skeleton bouncing on this mysterious person's backpack. And if it sounds weird and fucked up, that's only because it is. When my Mii woke up, he said, "Thank goodness it was just a dream." But if you look closely, you will notice that there is now a toy skeleton by my bed, indicating that it might not have just been a dream after all. Various other nightmares contain more creepiness. For example, how about all my Miis ritualistically dancing around a drink chanting "All Hail the Bubble Tea"? Did you see that coming? Because I sure as fuck didn't. Again, most of these dreams or nightmares are harmless enough. I think they just creep me out because they were so unexpected. If you play Outlast, you know what you're in for. It just comes out of nowhere when you're playing a game like this. Ironically, not all the creepiness comes from the dream. Sometimes your Miis might say something just so out of place that it takes you by surprise. I had to take a screen cap when one of my Miis reminded me that I'll die soon enough. Gee, thanks! I don't guess I have to explain myself much more. The game just has a creepy vibe to it. Period. Have you experienced something strange or bizarre in Tomodachi life that I didn't cover? Let me know in the comments below. Either way, I wanted to bring you guys something while I work on the next full episode of Creepy Gaming. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I am Mullet Mike with the pedal and full screen saying stay creepy. Thanks for watching. Peace.